So I just sat down. Does anybody else think that I look like Conan O'Brien? I have a pompadour. It's the only thing I didn't check. I put lipstick on. I was trying to match the sweater. I'm doing the best I possibly can. I have no voice. I've literally probably spoken. I've been on the phone since Zoom call and phone call since 11 o'clock this morning. So I don't have much of a voice, but more importantly, I think it's interesting how I look like Conan O'Brien. What happened to my hair? What's happening? I'm just going to say it's intentional. It's been one of those days, guys. Hey, mods. Hey, Pat Jonas. Noelle is here. Maisie Shiloh made it before me. Hey, Joy Lee. Charcoal Ninja, love you, babe, and thank you for being a member. That is so kind. I mean it. Thank you. Hey, Liz Tricks, I hope you had a good dinner tonight. Joy Lee, Jennifer Ogle made it. Tiffany, sorry about that, Tiffany Murphy. You're absolutely right. Hey, Mimi. Donna Cooper. I learned this week I need to get in the will for one of the sapphire necklaces. Yep, you do. You need to get your name on that. I need to visit the Southern Mercantile Store. That mean people suck and everyone is dealing with the heavy thing. Absolutely, all can be true at once, and they are. So get in line for the sapphire necklaces. We've got quite a few. Also, get to Southern Goods. I highly recommend that. I forgot to put earrings on. Oh my God, I feel naked. Hey, Lady O, I'm gonna have to let that go, Reese. Just let it go. I'm gonna stir about it all night. I hate not wearing earrings. It makes me feel so uncomfortable. I feel like a boy named Bjorn. Well, what are you doing down there? Why don't you sit up here? Good Lord, Shyla. Silly. Shyla had to go to the vet today and get all of her shots, and Bo got a haircut. Hey, Just Joan. Who else is here? And I'm probably really behind. There's Pat Jonas again. There's Maisie again. Noelle. Sorry about that, Just Joan. Sorry, Joy Lee. Hey, Just Jen, not to be confused with Just Joan. Marissa Martin, Abdazzle. Hey, Lena, Meredith Lynn. There you guys are. There it is. There, it makes sense. Hey, Anna Banana, Renee B. Mimi, hello again. Hey, Alana. Hey, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Buffy made it. Dan, I know, Dan, the breaking news man. Like, again, do I try to fix it? Should I? Ooh, that's worse. I look like my father. 80s. God, I look like Boz Gags. Good Lord. I look like Steely Dan. I don't even know what those guys look like. I just like their music. Hey, Armine. Puka Vista's here. Thank you, Renee B. Hey, Thursday before 2. Kim Seal. Good for you, babe. And welcome in. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Rika. Rachel Sandy made it. Jennifer Ogle again. Cockatoo hair. No joke. Hey, Jeannie Hansen. Hey, Debbie Zito. Amy Edge. Welcome in, babe. I hope Jerry's doing good. Lilac Lime. Thank you, Lilac Lime. Hey, Angie Moe. P. Taylor. MLG Gamer made it. Shelly. Kim is Blue says windswept. But it isn't. That's the problem. Like, it's just, I don't know what to do. Sometimes it looks good and sometimes it really does not. Hey, Kat. Who else is here? Why am I squinting? Renee B, they probably did. They get new stuff like every week. Hey, Margie Barr. Linda. Thank you, Dan, the breaking news man. I'm wearing an agate. That relieves you from naked earlobe worries. True. Like we are heavier on the bottom, but light on the top. I really hate it. I don't like skipping earrings. Makes me feel really bizarre. Can't watch if you don't have earrings on. Yeah, sorry, Raspberry Bray. You might want to unsubscribe as well. I get it. I would do the same. I'm pretty shallow. Listen to my voice. Thanks, Hux. Hey, Kim Leaf. I was wondering if I order mod items and Gertie items. Does all that go to the mods? Yeah, it's going to have to because there's no way to separate it out. And honestly, I want to help my mods. So yes, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Hey, Nanny Carrie. That's cute. I remember Peppa Pig. Huxley loved Peppa Pig. And my little brother George. I loved George. And remember how he would go, dinosaur. Oh my God, you guys. I'm not that great of a mom. Motherhood is not my strong suit, but I will say, like, from the ages of like 2 to 7, I was a good mom because I loved that stuff. I got so into it. He would be growing out of it. And I was like, you want to watch Peppa Pig again? And he was like, no, I'm 10. I was like, my little brother George, and then George, and then the dad would go, ha ha, Papa, silly George. And then little George was so cute, he couldn't speak. All he could say was dinosaur. And it was so cute. I miss that show. I also loved Finding Nemo. Hey, Anita Card. Hey, Holly. Marsha Laird made it. You look like a first lady. I'm sure that's true, just Jen. That's the highest compliment. It can't be true, but thank you. Hey, Yawn. Marie Marion, I'm glad you made it, babe. Joanne Holly is even here. When is she not here? We love Joanne Holly. Hey, DS Kitty Diane. I do need to look out for that, Helena. Hey, Whidbey Island hippie girl. Armine. You remind me of those 70s TV shows where they looked into the TV and called out kids' names in the morning. Well, Dan, I was born in 84, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you calling me shallow? Absolutely not. Only me. I don't call other people shallow. I just know myself. I don't know you. I only know me. Hey, Tennessee girl, I'm that way about earrings. When I freak that I forgot earrings, my daughter rolls her eyes. It's a weird feeling, and it even looks weird. Guys, I love jewelry. I don't know if you could tell, but accessorizing is a big deal to me. So like when I forget and I don't have my ear cuff in, I'm like, ooh. Where are your glasses, Squinty? I'm wearing contacts. And oddly enough, I can see clearer out of my contacts. Hey, Wanda. Aw, he's turning 11. That's crazy. Wow. Happy birthday. Penny. 5th time I caught a live. I commented a couple of times. I saw the title. What does this week teach you? My husband had emergency. Oh my God. Open heart surgery, and I almost lost him. That teaches us all something, Penny. Welcome in, first of all. I am so thankful that your husband is still with us, and I hope he's recovering. I know several people who have had open heart surgery. That is no joke, but people can bounce back from that. I won't name her, but we have someone in the chat whose cousin had it, and I've seen her in person a couple of times since, and she is like really, really doing well. So I hope that he's doing well. I hope the hard part is over with. And let's all pray that we don't ever have to go through that. That is a scary thought. Open heart surgery freaks me out. Buffy, that's cute. Oh, that's Ghost Rider. Okay. Hi, Ghost Rider. Thanks for identifying yourself. Am I super behind? No, not terrible. I learned how much I loved him and watched people unite to support. I learned there is still goodness in the world. I bet there is really something to be said for the don't know what you've got till it's gone, or at least the threat of it being gone. You probably did. And I'm really, really happy for you that you two still have each other. That's crazy. Wow. Pat Jonas doesn't even have her ears pierced. Wow. Armine, I'll be okay, but I do feel incredibly naked. And like, I'm starting to regret like how much cuter this outfit would be with an earring, like a pop of an earring. But then I'm like, what earring would I even choose? Like, you have no idea how much time I spend on that. Like, I go through all my earrings and I'm like, same thing what I did with this lip color. I was like, and then I put a little bit of pink on the eyeshadow. It's a waste of time, but I don't have anything else to do with my life. You don't know me. Thank you, Raspberry Beret. That's insane, Dan, the breaking news man. Your dad had double bypass and he's doing really well from that, 7 years out. Bless your father. That's just terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. And I don't want to do it. And I'm going to be honest, I'm still very Scientological about stuff like that. Like, we shouldn't probably go down this path because it makes me look like a terrible person. But I went to the doctor on Tuesday and I told you guys this. He said my cholesterol is extremely high. Hey, Robin Myers. And he said this quote, if I had to give it a speed limit, he was like, you're doing about 90. He said, you are entering the danger zone of stroke and heart attack. And I was like, Okay. Like, thanks for letting me know. Like, if a doctor said you need to have open heart surgery, Reese, or you will die. Sorry, guys, but I would be saying my goodbyes and getting that will in action. I would skip it. I would not have anything like that. And same thing with a lot of illnesses. Like if I was told, you in danger, girl. If I was told like I just look at it like this. My dad, my stepdad, who I call my dad, he has stage 4 cancer. Um, we are just managing it as best as we can. He is suffering in real time. Like it's never going to get better. We've been told that by the oncologists. He's had surgeries. It continues to spread. And I just watch him. That's crazy, Nanny Carrie. I just watch him. It's a slow decline, but to me, he's suffering. Like he goes to chemo. Um, he has surely one of you in here understands either a loved one with cancer or you've been through cancer. There is depending on the stage you're in, right? And I can't speak to this myself, but I just watch. I've been going through this for a while with him. Um, to me, there's no quality of life there. He can't travel. His immune system is super weak. He's weak. Like, I admire his strength for fighting it, but I don't think I would. But I also have a really different viewpoint on death. Like, I'm not afraid of death. I'm not worried about death. I hope that doesn't happen to me. Boy, this got dark, but I really would probably give up quickly. Like, if I was given some really bad news, I would probably just say, like, I don't want to treat it. Let it take me. Thank you, Alana. And I would. Alana, I would absolutely reach out to you. Jerry and I, oh no, almost split completely yesterday. Yesterday. Nanny Carrie, it depends on how old Huxley is. If that was tomorrow, yeah, I would probably try to fight for Huxley. But if this happened 10 to 15 years plus from now, well, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. He would be a fully formed adult at that point. Hey DNV, I hate this long distance crap. He's trying to come out here in May. Hey Abigail, let's analyze that for Amy Edge. Should we? Shall we? Shan't we? Jerry and Amy Edge almost split up yesterday, but they worked it out by the grace of the Lord. I hate this long distance crap. I understand completely. He's trying to come out in May. Amy Edge, thank you for being a member, first of all. It's a tough one, girl. It's a slippery slope, right? You teach Jerry to fish, there's no I in team. You know what I mean? You can lead Jerry to the forest, but is he going to take a drink? Nobody knows the answer to that, right? You can ask Jerry to push the wheelbarrow up the hill. That doesn't mean he's going to make it with those sticks. Keep that in mind, right? Reese, the world needs you. Seriously, it's not just Hux and Tommy who need you. Hey, Gemini girl, and I'm glad you're out of the hospital. Speaking of, I feel very insensitive saying what I just said, but that was not meant to be insensitive to others. Like, I hope no one took that as a dig. Like, wow, that's really rude of you that you just said that. I just have my own personal weird thoughts on medical treatment and let's put it this way. It's case by case, guys. I can't. Hey, Jen O. If a doctor said, hey, Reese, hey, Anne, hey, you have this illness and you have a 75% chance beating it if we do this surgery or this treatment. Yes, I'm going to do it. If they said, you have this illness and what are you doing? What happened? Look at who got a haircut. I am glad, Gemini girl. Anyone with a family member who has open heart, get an angiogram after 10 years. And thank you for your super chat. That's great advice and wisdom. Look at who got a haircut today. Oh, you do not look like a girl. You look like a pood. She did a great job and you smell amazing. Oh my God, he's so soft. Wow, what a difference that makes. If a doctor told me, hey, you've got a 15% chance at beating this and it's going to be really hard and you're probably going to suffer, I would just say, I want to spend my time with my family. and I'll see them again one day, right? It's not forever, it's just for now. Uh Just Joan, I'm not crying. What do you mean? I don't even have tear ducts. Good for you, Abigail. I don't I hope that didn't come off as insensitive. Yeah, Wanda, I don't want to take a statin. He knows that. There's probably alternatives to high cholesterol, but yeah, I don't want to do a statin. So I don't know. We'll have to address it when I need to in 3 months when I go back. Hey, Kelly. Um, just Joan, I was kidding. I do need to research that. Like what oh my God, she read my mind. Kim is blue. I like you, Raspberry Beret, but I'm also not going to ask you to become a member, babe. You do what you feel is best. I don't ask for people to do that here, but I just appreciate you coming in here and supporting us with a view. I think that's very kind. That is oh my God, DNV, the tumor shrunk significantly. Praise God. That's her son Josh's, who's 12, had a tumor in his brain. They treated it, and we already have feedback that the tumor shrunk significantly. Wow. DNV, that is so huge. You had so many people praying and here, and I'm sure all over in your community. That is amazing news. Now, I had a feeling that would be the case because you said the doctor said it's going to shrink. I am so happy. I just didn't feel one way or the other about it. I knew he was going to be better. I knew it was going to fix the problem. I even said that. Remember, I said Josh is going to go on to live a totally healthy, normal life. That is so amazing, guys. That is something seriously to celebrate. Holy Lord. Thank you, God. Raspberry Beret, of course I do. Everybody, there's a lid for every trash can. I'm your trash can. You be my lid. I am seriously happy about that DNV, and I'm so thankful for Josh. I am so, so happy. That's holy Lord. When you think about that, she is a mother of a 12-year-old who had a brain tumor. When you really put that into perspective, do we have any problems? No. No. No, you don't. Yeah, Raspberry Beret. I mean it. I'll be your trash can. You don't. That is I can't think of anything worse. I have a 16-year-old son. I can't think of anything worse. I can't think of anything worse. I am so thankful that Josh is going to be okay. Thank you, DNV. Thank you for sharing that. I'm so glad that we chose that charity last month. Guys, we donated to the hospital that was treating Josh. What did they call it? The Philadelphia Children's Hospital. They call it CHOP, I think. Yeah. I donated and a lot of you donated to that hospital and they were really, really helpful for Josh. I am even happier now that I donated to them. Thank you. And hi, Kathy Burkhart. Kim is blue foods to improve cholesterol. Oatmeal? Oatmeal? Are you sure? Hey, Lenora Gray. Oatmeal? Well, the only reason I'm saying that, I buy organic oats for Huxley at Costco because he puts them in his protein smoothies. Yeah, I don't either. I don't want to either, Tammy. My daughter died of stage 4 breast cancer that spread everywhere. It was horrendous pain. Was only 26 and had best medical care, but she was suffering, never complained. And I knew that. I know that, Noelle. That is such a huge loss for you to have to lose your daughter. But that's horrible. Oh, I see what you mean, just Joan. I just have too much highlighter on my nose. The highlighter I used today was a pink color, and it made my nose too pink. I shouldn't have used it. Noelle, we love you, and I know that, and I'm sorry. But at the same time, I look at a situation like that, and I think she's not suffering anymore. That is true suffering. To have a cancer. I mean, I know this because of my stepdad. I don't talk about it too much. It's hard for me to talk about. But he has a cancer that started somewhere and it has spread. It has really spread. And he is suffering in real time. Every day I see him. I sat and talked with him yesterday for quite a while and it was really nice. And I did not know that Kim is blue. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take a photo of that. We love you, Noelle. That's all I'm saying. And I'm sorry that you lost her. I had the sweetest conversation with my stepdad yesterday, and sometimes I have trouble sitting and talking to him because it's hard for me, and I can't imagine how it is for him. But he's strong, and I'm not really strong like that. But you know what was the sweetest thing in the world yesterday? He doesn't really go anywhere because of his suppressed immune system for obvious reasons, right? He can't. Hey, Megan Roberts, and I've said this before, but he's on a feeding tube. Yeah, just Joan. It's because of this damn. I used too much on it. He's on a feeding tube, so he can't eat. He's on a permanent feeding tube. So like I think honestly, my stepdad, his one of his favorite things in the world was going out to dinner, and his favorite thing in the world was ice cream. He ate ice cream all the time, but he never had a weight problem. Like he's a farmer. He worked all his life. Yeah, charcoal ninja, and he still farms outside. But I think it's hard for him because going out to dinner, he can't eat, right? So it's a real treat if we go out to eat. It just is because we don't do it anymore. We used to go out to eat all the time. And he invited me yesterday for me and Huxley for a Valentine's Day dinner with my mom and him. And that was so emotional, like special for me because I mean, first of all, it's my mom is his wife, right? Like, why would he invite us? And I said that. I go, you don't have to invite me. I said, are you inviting me because out of us four kids, I'm the only loser who's disappointed the entire family that doesn't have their shit together? I mean, it makes sense. And he was kind of like, yeah, pretty much, like who's can't quite get it together. Like everybody else is successful and like thriving, and I'm the only kid that's like, oh, Reese is back home again. Can't make it on her own. Divorced husband number 9 and came on back home. Kid can't make it. She's in her 40s. That's kind of sad. DNV, again, that's incredible. We love you. I'm so happy to hear that. And thank you for being a member. Abigail gifted 5 memberships. I love when you guys do that. Thank you. Thank you, Abigail. And I'm happy that you're here with us tonight. Raspberry Beret took the plunge. Yep. They hopped over the edge and they became a member. Hey, you only have to do it for the month. You can always ask for your money back and get a refund at the door. I will, Wanda, for sure. Oatmeal is good for lowering cholesterol. Okay, because oatmeal is bad for diabetics. And it's just weird. I bought him this. I always buy this organic bag of do you hear her? Rolled oats. And I was like, could I make some of this? Like, I love oatmeal. I like plain oatmeal with a little bit of honey on it, but I can't, it's probably been 10 years since I've had oatmeal. I just didn't think it was good for diabetics, which is such a weird thing to say because then I will plunge into some Haagen-Dazs. I love it when people are like, apples are bad for diabetics, bananas are bad. And I'm like sitting there eating like a Snickers. I'm like, yeah, I don't like pick your poison. It's gonna get in there, right? Um, yeah, we do love Just Joan. And welcome in, Lupita. Hey, Michelle Asbell. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. Hey, babe. I hope you guys are doing good. Hey, Time Mark. Hey, Don Clark. I'm sure he's a proud dad that you are successful without being controlled by a toxic man. That's what dads are concerned about. Well, you know what? It's funny that you say that because I did say to him, I said, are you inviting me because I'm the only kid that doesn't have a spouse that they live with? And I'm just like an absolute loser. Hey, Rue. And I said, I'm the only one that's unsuccessful. And when we were done with our conversation, I got up to walk away. Yeah, Wanda, I agree. And he goes, hey, Reese. And I said, yeah. He goes, you don't have to be in a relationship to be a successful woman. And I went, I love that. I absolutely loved it. And I went and sat back down. Love you, Michelle Asbell. And I went and sat back down and I said, that is so inspiring to hear. Like, I really, really like that. And then you know what he said? And it stuck with me. He goes, people may look successful. He goes, but appearances aren't always reality. That was a quote. And it stuck into my head. Good Lord, girl. People may look successful, but appearances, guys, are not always reality. They're not. And I absolutely will carry that with me. That was one of the best conversations I've had with him in a long time. Do you guys agree with that? I absolutely do. And I told him, I said, "I'm so happy to hear you say that." And, yeah, Angie Mo, and I said, "Not to mention, I've always hooked my wagon to a man one way or another." And I said, "I will never do that again when it comes to success." "Hey, Wendy Brewer," and he was doing this. And I said, "I will never, ever, ever do that again." I said, "This time around, I have to, if I'm going to be successful," I said, "I have to do it on my own. I have to prove it to me. And I never want to," and he was doing this, and I said, "Nobody should ever rely on," I said, "It's weird that you say this because I talk about this on my show a lot." Thank you, Wendy. And I said, "I always in particular talk to women about this subject." And I said, "I tell them all the time, you should never rely on your husband, a man, any of that." And he was going, I said, "You should have your own money." I said, "But you should also never rely on, like, even, what do you call it when people die? Inheritance." I said, "You should never, rely on an inheritance or anything like that." And he was doing this, and I said, "And I have to prove to myself and to Huxley, like, the only person in this world I really have to, like, give 2 shits about." Like, I think about this a lot now when people give me their problems. I think in my head, "I'm not your mom." Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Raspberry Beret, but thank you again for being a member. Uh, I'm not like, people wanna give you their "Hey, Lean," people wanna give you their problems all the time, and I tend to adopt them as my own. I'm not trying to be rude here, but, like, I'm not your mom. I'm barely Huxley's mom. Like, he solves his own dilemmas, but I'm always there if he needs me. But he's the only oh my god, I forgot to tell you, I just burped this up. This is another reason that you should live home alone. Huxley is the only person that I have to be responsible for. Do you ever think about that, guys? Like, in real, like, I'm not responsible for other people's, also, like, you can't blame your chaotic life on your childhood or upbringing. You're a fucking adult. Grow up. That's how I look at that. Huxley can get away with it because he's still 16 and he's learning and, like, figuring his shit out. Like, he got in trouble a few weeks ago at school. He had to do in-school detention. And the principal called me and I was like, he was like, "He did this." And he was like, "He owned up to it." He was like, we brought him and the other 2 boys into the office and he was like, he's the only one that owned up to it and just said, "Yeah, I did it." And I was like, "All right. I like it." Like, that's cool. Accountability, dude. And I told the principal that. I said, I'm not mad at him because it's a learning curve." And he said, the principal goes, "No," he goes, I'm impressed." He goes, "He owned it." And he goes, "These kids are dumb. They're learning. Like, they're you can't expect them to be perfect." And I liked the guy. I said, "Yeah." But he goes, he owned up to it. He goes, "So he's just going to do a day of in-school detention or suspension or whatever it is." And I said, the key, these poor people, anytime I talk to anyone in public on the phone, he had to go. He was just calling to tell me what happened in school. And I was like, he was like, "All right, so thank you again." And he was like, "Have a good weekend." I was like, I talk to people online. He probably thinks I'm some creeper, like, gamer in a chat room or something. Like, this is better, but I like to believe it's better. But he goes, "Uh-huh." I said, "I talk to people online, sir." And he was like, "Okay." I know Kim is blue. And I said, "You know what? You know what we find?" I said, "My people and I said, "We find that people are going to make mistakes, even dumbass 16-year-olds, especially dumbass 16-year-olds." And I said, "But you know what's important, sir?" I said, "Accountability." Hey, Karen. And I'm not kidding. I've said this 100 times and I'll say it 101. You're going to make mistakes. Like, nobody cares about that unless you're Marilyn Honig, like, holding me to every mistake I've ever made, whether it's real or not. She likes to make shit up, right? But, like, my haters love to hold me accountable to everything I've ever done. I know, time mark. I'm not interested in that. One, I'm not the same person. You can't hold me to who I was 2 years ago, right? But the Okay, it's getting loud, Gert. But you sorry, Buffy. But it's how you deal with it. So I guess 3 kids got in trouble, right? 2 of them denied it. They all came into the principal's office, and Huxley was the only one that was like, I did it. I was in on it. Yep, I did it. And the other 2 were like, wasn't me. And of course, the school has cameras everywhere. So they pull up the footage. And of course, these dumbass kids were like, oh, I guess it was me. Right. But Huxley, not Huxley, he was the principal told me that. He was like, uh, who is Marilyn? She has a channel, Raspberry Beret, and she just was a big hater of mine. She's been doing hate videos on me for like a year, and we finally were able to just like openly talk about her now. So yeah, I try not to so much because I really have it's the same thing that I have to say about her. Like she's let's not even do it. But I will when I need to, and I don't need to. But I was using her as an example. Like people are going to Rue, did I say hi to you? People are going to make mistakes. That's not the point. We accept you for that. If you're a dick swinging right fighter that's like, I didn't do it. It was you. It was them. Look over there. Not me. That's where we don't want to be around you. And we hope the worst. Like, I hope the forces of evil make their way to your front door. But if you're going to be cool and just be like, yes, I did that, right? That's the kind of people I want to be around. I can't stand, like, my ex husband, Jeff, was a right fighter. Like, it was constant. Like, he'd be like, I go, so what you're saying is basically I'm the problem. And he'd be like, yes, I've already done the work on me. He's like, I'm healed. You're the problem. And I'm glad you finally see it. I was like, so you haven't done anything wrong? And he'd be like, no, I haven't. But I hope the best for you and I hope you work your shit out. And I was like, huh, something about that. Like, it just doesn't set well with me. That's your character on display there. And I'm like, if you can't, like, how good do you guys feel? For me, it feels good to take accountability. It feels good to just go, I did that. I treated that person like shit, or I took that when I shouldn't have, or it was me. Like, when you crop dust in the toothpaste aisle at Target and like you blame others, you're like, it's that old lady with the walker. No, when you just say like I shit my pants and it was me, anything, any example, right? Um, that's who I want to hang out with. Speaking of, I smell so bad, and this is where it pays off to live alone. Guys, I took mom to Trader Joe's yesterday. Has anybody ever had these? Holy shit. Now, first of all, I love, like, my mom gets mad at me. I've been cooking a lot lately, and I give her a container of whatever I make. And my mom is always like, Reese, too much garlic. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're from Italy. You're from there. I don't understand. Like, grandma didn't even speak fucking English. Do you know that she is rolling over? Grandma is looking down at you right now, like, Diane, right? Too much garlic is not in my vocabulary. I can eat. Do you guys remember the story? 'Twas years ago. I worked for cataract surgeons and I loved this one particular surgeon. He had 5 kids. He was married to a surgeon. He was hilarious. Let's call him Mike. I'm not going to say his real name, although he had a really basic ass name. Let's call him Mike. Okay. He was so cool. This dude was not only an MD, he went to Harvard for real. He did not like the bow kind. He really did go to Harvard. He had a whole list of like accolades, and he was the shit. He was a specialist in his field. Not just like a regular cataract surgeon. Like, there's like glaucoma specialists, corneal specialists, macular degeneration. Like, there's different surgeons that you can go do extra, right? So he went to school for a long time. Good for you, lady-o. So this dude was the shit. And I loved him. And he was super tall and he had red hair and he was just hilarious. And I loved him even more because he would always say, "Call me Mike." He never like I'm very specific about calling doctors doctor. I think it's just a respect thing. Like they deserved it. They went to school for it. And he would always stand out because he'd come in and shake a patient's hand and he'd go, "Just call me Mike." Like he was so humble. He did not give a shit about the title. And again, this dude was super genius. Who cares that hates you? If everyone liked you, you'd be fake, fake or hated. Choose hated. A lot of people hate me. Yeah, raspberry beret. I actually I sleep just fine at night, especially with the new trazodone. Just kidding, I haven't taken it. So Mike, okay, I was so embarrassed. This was way back. Huxley was little, and Whole Foods I shopped at all the time. And Whole Foods used to sell in the little, like, what did they call that? Like the deli section where it was like ready-made foods, like chopped up veggies, like cold stuff that was already like in a container and ready to buy. They sold garlic cloves that were obviously roasted and seasoned, and they were soaking in oil. Oh my God. So I hate crafty Carrie. I used to go home. I would pick up a container of it and I would literally go home and eat them like chips, prepared foods. That was it. Sorry. Yeah. And even Michael, my husband at the time, he would call it husband repellent. He was like, "You stink." Like he was like, "It's coming out of your pores." I didn't smell it on me at all. And I didn't care. And I love the it's bad. This is gross to say, but like I love the aftertaste flavor in my mouth of garlic. I like burping up garlic. I don't care. I love garlic. I poop garlic when I eat a lot of it. And I'm like, wow, it's so weird to smell poop like mixed with garlic. It's really weird. It's a weird smell, but I said it. So Michael would get mad at me. He'd be like, "God, you stink." And I was like, "No, I don't." Like I never smelled it on me. This doctor, I was so embarrassed. He loved me. We got along all the time. We would quote movie lines. He was so funny. He was not, he had no sense of humor. He was like, "Hey, Reese, can you come in here?" And he took me into an exam room. He shut the door. And I was like, "What's going on?" And he goes, "Hey," he was like, "Hey, yeah." I'm going to impersonate exactly how he did this conversation. He goes, "Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey." He was like really funny. He's I like high energy. He was so funny. All he ate for lunch every day, he'd buy a thing of cherry tomatoes. He'd go over to the store and he would buy a big baguette of bread, olive oil, and he would like dip it in olive oil and put a cherry tomato on it and like eat that for lunch. Doctors are so effing weird. And he goes, "Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey." And I was like, "Hey, Mike, what's up?" And he goes, "Hey, yeah. So you've been eating garlic, haven't you?" And I went, "Oh my God, yes." I was like, I don't know why we closed me into a room to say it, but like I said, "Yeah, I get it at Whole Foods." And I was like, "It's so good. It's got olive oil." And he goes, "Not anymore, you're not." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "I can't work with you." He was like, "You stink." He was like, "You're only going to eat that on Friday nights and Saturdays." He was like, "You're not going to eat it Monday through Friday." And I was like, "Oh my God." Like he got really serious about it. I was so embarrassed. I was like, "Really?" And I said, "My husband said I stink." And he was like, "You do." He was like, "You stink really bad." Hey, Miss Sassafras. I was like, "Oh shit." I was so bummed out because I loved that garlic. I was like, should I quit the job? Like, I don't know. It made me happy. It was creepy. It was so weird. I was like, "Oh, damn. Like, he's not kidding. Do my eyes look weird tonight?" They almost look like prosthetic or something. I feel like my eyes look like Goldie Hawn's in Death Becomes Her. I'm like, yeah, no, it was really awful and embarrassing. Plus, it was a bummer. Now, Michael was really happy. So I'm at Trader Joe's yesterday with mom. Hey, Barbara, wait. Holy shit. Hit the lottery. Look at this. Look at this. Who's seen this before? I've never seen this at Trader Joe's. And if you don't believe that I'm going back this weekend to buy like bag upon bag of it, you'd be wrong. Oh, oh, this is for anybody that hasn't hit 40s yet. This is the kind of shit that you have to look forward to. This is it. Like my life used to be way more interesting. And now I'm at Trader Joe's and I see this. And like, it's all I could talk about. Like when I went through the line yesterday, the girl was like, "Do you find everything you were looking for?" I was like, I cannot wait. Hey, Luke Graham. Goldie Hawn's eyes. Oh, look who thinks it's treats. Look who thinks it's her treat bag. Kid, it's not, but nice try. That's sad. Yeah, Goldie Hawn's eyes were terrifying in that movie, and I just got a glimpse of my own, and I was like, do I look like Goldie Hawn in Death Becomes Her? You guys, this is where it's at. Excuse me, kid. No, why would you think you're in the way? This is so good. I bet my poop is gonna smell so bad. Look at it. Kid, quit dicking around. Oh, is it a topping? Probably, but I've been eating it like chips. It's just dried pieces of garlic. Oh man, prepare to be single for life. Look at this. Look at it. See, it's crunchy. Oh, it's so good. It's not even seasoned. Let's see what it says. Oh, oh my God, it's so good. Ingredients: garlic, rice bran oil, and salt. Oh my God. It's like chips. Your eyes look very light and your pupils very dark. It could be the lighting. It's probably for salads. Not for me, it isn't. Like I literally have been, you know what else I meant to tell you guys? For people who are trying not to be as chubby or work on their cholesterol like myself. I know, Rue. Guess what else I do during my Zoom calls? You're going to think this is weird. So that's going to be so bad for you to poop. I know, Marissa Martin. I love this kind of flavor. Like if I had to pick, you made yourself cry from your poop, yet the garlic. Have you made yourself cry from what? I don't get it. If I had to pick, I like sweets, but I'm way more salty. I like chips and stuff like that. You can't hide your garlic eyes. Guess what I've been eating? You're going to think this is weird. I got a big container of it. I think I got it at Costco. This is going to sound weird. I almost don't want to admit to it. However, those that need to hear it will understand. I know, Kim, Ghostwriter. I got a big container of everything bagel seasoning because, I make roasted broccoli all the time. I also sometimes her pupils are dark because she's in ecstasy. Like I took ecstasy? What does that mean, Rue? I think pupils are dark because pupils are dark. What other color are pupils? I just think my eyes look really light colored tonight or something. Something looks weird. I think it's just because I don't have glasses on. You guys are throwing me off. I've been eating by itself everything bagel seasoning. Now that sounds crazy, but hold on. It really fixes the craving for something crunchy or salty. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I feel like eating something, oh my God, me too. I love everything bagel seasoning with avocados. Yes, me too. I'll throw that in a bowl. I would eat garlic while camping to keep bugs away. Does that work? Will it keep spiders away? Hey, Mandy Albert. The smell of your poop after garlic, has it made you cry yet? That's when you know you have enough garlic. No, I've never cried taking a shit. Thank you so much for being a member. Yeah, you've got to try that. Meet Kim is Blue. So I'll be on a Zoom call and I'm sure that they enjoy it, the people I'm talking to. I pour it into my hand and then I go like this. And I just sit there and eat it. Now that sounds crazy, but obviously you're not going to gain weight doing that. And it supplies my craving for like that garlicky, salty flavor. It's like a burst of flavor and you're just eating the flavor. I think you should try it. The body uses oil to help make cholesterol. My doctor did say that the other day, that high cholesterol, he said, eat the Mediterranean diet. Everything seasoning rocks. Yeah, Rue, it's delicious. And it really does. It just takes care of my craving of like whatever it is. Sometimes I will make a bagel. I do love a bagel. I'll take a bagel, some cream cheese, and I'll everything season the bagel, the shit out of it on top. And then I take jalapeno slices and I put that on it. And then I'll put a little sriracha on top of that. And I don't feel bad about it. And then if you really feel zesty, you could take some like strawberry jam and mix it all up. A little sweet, little zest, like my taint. Yeah, at least it's not candy corn, Julie. That's what I say. I'm like, it's better than, right? I absolutely think so. 25 years ago, I used to work with somebody that would stuff garlic cloves up their nostrils. She said it was a health benefit. What? That's a lie. That can't be true. I love tzatziki sauce. Absolutely, Sophia. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, if you have a Trader Joe's and you love garlic as much as I wouldn't put this on anything because it's already crunchy and I don't love crunch on a salad. Plus, I don't eat a lot of salad. What are you going to put this on? Nothing. You're going to eat it by itself. You're welcome, right? Like, feel free to send me a thank you email. Okay, get around to it. Oh yeah, there was a reel. Hey, West Coast Fancy Nancy. There was a reel that I wanted to play. This is a more serious. This felt. Yeah. Well, Mimi, I love chips. I have a problem. When I was small, a witch put a curse on me that I would eat chips, and it happened. I don't know if they would, Squirrel Girl. She says those would make a good soup topping. They probably would. You know what else they would be good on? Chili. Shit. You're right. Throw that on some chili. Oh my God. See, this is what happens. This is what you have to look forward to when you get old. Like, this is it. It's Friday night, and I'm like, if you want to have a party, like, this is all you need. That's kind of sad. Honestly, when you think about it, like, it makes me think of last week when the cop was like, you don't have any friends and you're always home. And I was like, that's true. And that's kind of depressing. French onion soup, Ghost Rider. Yeah. Yeah, probably Martha Martin. I heard this a couple of nights ago. And you know how much we love JJ Douglas? You know we do. You know we do, right? You guys know how much we love JJ Douglas. Man, I send myself a lot of shit. There it is. Okay. Hey, Sarah Blackshear. I'm just glad you made it. Wow. Hey, Original Ann. Original Ann. Do you guys have Trader Joe's? And do you love garlic? Of course you do, because we're friends. Like, if you were to say no, that would be weird. You guys need to get yourself a bag of this. It is crunchy, crispy garlic. And Anne, I've been eating it all day. And I think that's why they tried to get me out of the vet's office so fast. I went to pick up Bo from his grooming appointment. And they were like, please, can you just pay and get out of here? I was like, why? What's wrong? I was like, I took a shower. Yeah, it was bad. New people. What's this channel about? All of this. Yeah, Melissa, that's why we don't get any new people. But you guys have to hit subscribe because you're grandfathered in. Sorry to do that to you. Yeah, Bobo got groomed today and he looks amazing. Himza looks real good. Punky got her shots today. Bobo got his shots today. We're all set up. Did you guys know that you can do did you know you can do a 3-month or a 3-year rabies shot? I did that for the kids today, and I'm really excited about it because Melinda is sensitive to that kind of a thing. So we're all set for the next 3 years. Trying to fix that, but it just didn't work, did it? So I want to play this. It's really important. Yeah, if you're going to eat that. I went to Carrabba's tonight and ate 1.5 loaves of bread, dipping it in garlic olive oil. This is why I love Anne. Whenever we do the Zoom call, Anne is just sitting there eating cartons of ice cream, and she's so cute. This is why I'm here. Laugh out loud funny. Perhaps a few other reasons. Oh, Sarah, it's not that funny. You're just easy to make laugh. You guys just have low standards. I thought it was 1 year in Tennessee. I'm grateful for that change. No, we did a 3-year rabies shot. And Punky did great. She really did. We had a new vet tech today, and we had to get to know her a little bit before she took her back. We had to get to know Emily a little bit before she took you to do your butt glands. We said, we don't know you. Hey, Iwa, our vet tech was new and she was like 6'9" and she had spider legs. And I was really jealous and upset. She was absolutely gorgeous. She was probably like 25 and just incredibly perfect. And she came to get her and she was like, "Is this Gertie?" And I said, "Not today, actually. Last time we called her this, and we're going to call her this again." I said, "This is Peregrine." And she went, "Excuse me?" And I said, "We're addressing her as Peregrine." And I said, "She's a Libra and she really doesn't like going with tall women. She gets scared because her mom and her both have the same length of legs." And Peregrine was really upset. And I said, "Peregrine is very sensitive to shots. So I said, you have to really sing a song while you do it." I said, her favorite songs, she has a lot of different favorite songs. We gave her a playlist. And once again, this girl was like, "Okay." She's like, "This really shouldn't take long." And I said, "It's not about length of time. It's about treating her properly and correctly." And I said, "I'm just giving you instructions." I don't know, Sarah Blackshear. And I said, "What's going to happen is Emily's going to take you to express your butthole glands. And then you're going to get a naily trim for your footy pawpaws." And we did, and they look beautiful, by the way. And then she's going to have to give you your shots. And Peregrine said, "I do not consent. And that's an effing boundary that you're crossing." And I said, "I know, but it's the law. And they always try to get us arrested for everything. And we have to get Peregrine up to date on her shots." So then Emily took her back. And I said, "She's dainty and she's really sensitive." Right? MLG Gamer. Hey, Katie did it. And you guys, this is serious. It was really cute. You can't get cell service in their building. So I was like, I'm going to step outside when she's done with Peregrine, have her bring her out. And she did. And she brought her out and she didn't want to give her back to me. I'm not kidding. She was holding her and she goes, "Oh my God." She was like this. And she goes, "She's such an angel." And what's awkward is I don't really even realize I'm doing it, but I use the Gertie voice whenever I go to the vet's office. Like this morning when I walked in, I was like, it was full of people, right? Like there was people waiting, and and the lady was like, "Hi, good morning. How can I help you?" And I went, I was like, we have an appointment this morning to get our shots done and an anal gland, and then also just a nail trim, please." And they're used to it. But Emily came out. God, I have to show you guys. Oh, this lady came in. Guys, I want it. I want it bad. And she was like, "Well, we are gonna give them out we're not gonna keep them." Look at this shit. You want to see this? This thing was like 8 weeks old. It's a fucking Chinese crested. I've always wanted one of those. It's hairless. It looked like a little piglet. It felt like a little baby pig. It was so cute. Look how tiny. Oh, I had to do that when Peregrine was back, though. She couldn't handle it. Look, she had 2 of them. One of them had hair, though. Oh my effing God. Look at it. I was like, I want that. I want it. Look at it. Hey, Susie CJ. Oh, it looks like the pig they made me dissect in 7th grade. Look at this. Quit. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Oh my holy hell. In the name of all that is holy, look at that face. Raspberry beret, I need it. Look at it. Look at the face. Keep looking. Stop what you're doing. If you're cooking dinner right now, stop and look at the camera. Look at it. Holy shit. And I have to be honest, I did not offer. I was like, there was a lady sitting close to me and she goes, can I take some pictures of those dogs? And I was like, if she gets to, I get to. I was like, can I take pictures too? It didn't really happen. That's not how it happened. I'm lying. So cute. It was so much. And she was like, "Well, we're not gonna keep them." I was like, "Give me the naked one." I was like, "I want the naked one right now, and I want every knitter and crocheter in my chat to make it a sweater." I know you would have been really upset and shit. And honestly, we just can't be taking in more ones. So, this cute girl, thank you, Noelle. This cute girl comes out like this. The girl with the spider legs. She literally looked like a daddy long leg with eyes. Her legs were like up past my hairline. I know Jennifer Ogle, and she comes out like she didn't get it at first. She goes to take back Gertie, and I'm like, "Today we don't call her Gertie. Today her name's Peregrine." And I was like, "We're incredibly sensitive to needles, so you need to sing a song whilst giving the shot. Make sure you sing a little tune of chipperness." And she comes back out, and she was like this. And she goes, "She is so sweet." And I said, "I know." I said, "Do you understand it now? Do you get it?" And I said, "I'm sorry. I turned this voice on when I talk about her." And I was like, "I know it's awkward for everybody, but we just have to go with it." I was like, "I'm in character. Just keep going, Emily. Just." And she goes, "No, I'm serious." She was like, "I actually don't want to give her back to you." She was like, "When we did her nails, she was like, this is how she sat." She said, "I've never seen it. It's just like, it's not even real." And I said, "I know." I said, "You're really going to be shocked about something about her birth story." And she kept holding her. And she was like, "What's about her birth story?" And I said, "You're not going to believe this, Emily." I said, "But she was born right next to Christ in the manger. And it's in Sunday classes. It's in Sunday school and it's in the Bible." And she looked a little freaked out. Everybody does it first, right? Like it takes a minute to process that and understand that, like, you have to first think, like, how long has Christ been gone? Like 1,000 years or something, right? So like do the math, right? And she was like, "Oh," she was like, "That's sweet." I was like, "No, it's actually the truth." She was sent down here, and what happened is, you can look in the Bible. There were three wise guys, and they brought the frankenmyrrh, and they brought the mirth and merriment, and then they pointed their shit to the North Star, and then it was super dark out. It was windy. It was a little bit chilly. It was a Thursday. And then both were born, and the gifts were given. And then what happened was, God came down and said, "Let there be a frosted mini wheat with eyes next to my son." And then God said, "Let there be light." And then what happened was, little Peregrine was born and shit. And like, she's just been this way ever since, but she's kissed by the Lord, touched by the Lord. And she was born right next to little Christ. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, it was so awkward. And she was like, "That's a sweet story." She's like, "You can have your dog back now." And I said, "That's fine. We have to go in and pay now." And we went in to pay, and they were trying to scoot me out. It was probably also the garlic breath. Like, but the lady was like, "Okay, your total is," and I had her sitting on the counter. And I was getting my wallet out, and she was like, "Here's your total." And she started printing out Gertie's like rabies tag. And I was like, "How did you do?" I was like, "Did you do better than your brother who went to Yale?" I was like, "I just have to say one thing real quick. We're incredibly impressed by you." And I was like, "You've never made a mistake in your life." And I said, "Did you guys know?" There were two ladies sitting there. And I said, "Did you guys know that she was in the Westchester Dog Show last week and she won every single group that wasn't even her group? She won the working group, the herding group. She won every single one. She was in every single group and she took best in show." And they were like, "No, we didn't know that, but have a great afternoon. And we're sad that you have to come back later to pick up Bo." Because I was like, "See you guys when we get back." Oh, it was quite the day. It was really quite the day, wasn't it, Peregrine? Oh my God. What were we saying? Oh, I was going to play a reel. Oh, yeah. I had therapy the other day. I meant to tell you guys this. I asked him if I have ADHD. I wanted to report back to you guys because so many of you said I have ADHD. My haters said that I have like borderline personality disorder. And he goes, "No, you don't." He was like, you don't have that." And I said, "Do I have autism?" And he was like, "No." I said, "Do I have ADHD?" Blink twice if I do, because he hates when I play this game with him. He was like, "It doesn't matter." He was like, "We don't need to label anything." And I said, "I do, don't I? Because you're fighting me on that one. Like the other ones, you were like, no, you don't." This one, he stopped and he like didn't answer it. And I said, "Dude, do I have ADHD?" And he was like, I said, "I knew it. I knew it." I said, "My chat diagnosed me. Do I?" And he was like, everybody has a little bit of it. I think he was just trying to be nice. No, Jennifer Ogle, I am AI. And he goes, "Everybody has a little bit of it." He goes, "But," he goes, "Yes, if I had to guess." And you know what he said? It was so funny. These were his words. He goes, "You do run on a high motor." I was like, "What woman doesn't? Unless she's sedated. Like, we all do." And he goes, "You do run on a high motor." He goes, "But I will say this." He goes, "You don't have it to where it's affecting your daily life." He was like, "You manage fine." He was like, "You have a job." He was like, "You can accomplish things." And I was like, "Says who?" I was like, you don't know if I have a job, dude. I don't even talk about that. I was like, did you just say I have a job?" I know. I think so too, Pat Jonas. Ever since Catherine O'Hara passed away, whenever I do the Gertie voice, I feel like I sound like Moira Rose. That's a compliment. He's like, "You run on a high motor." I was like, "Yes, I do. Run the world. There's nothing wrong with it." But he said, he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You have it. Yeah, Debbie." But he goes, "You do have it like symptoms." He goes, "But you're managing it just fine." He was like, "You don't need to be on anything." That's like your opinion, man, Melissa. And I said, "But if we did want to be on something," I said, "what would we be on?" And he goes, "Like a stimulant." I said, "Like Adderall?" And he was like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh my God." I was like, "Can you write me a prescription for that?" I was like, I used to be a meth head, and I think that I would be a huge candidate for Adderall. Hey, Riley's human. Yeah, I'm a hummingbird for sure, Rue. And he was like, "Oh, or not." He said, "There are non-stimulant medications too." And I said, "No, no, 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 no." I was like, "I definitely would like to get some Adderall." I said, "I love getting shit done." And it would really, really kick me into high gear, like just more laundry, more cleaning, more. I was like, "Can we get some Adderall?" I was like, "Do you know anybody? Like, do you know a guy who can?" But then I said, "Can we mix it with hydrocodone?" Because it is weird. I don't like downers. Would we call hydrocodone a downer? I don't know, but like I love that shit for nighttime. So I was thinking like get up in the morning, take an Adderall. I feel like Jordan Belfort. Remember the movie Wolf of Wall Street? He was like, "I take Coke for this, Xanax for this." He was like, "I drink bleach for this." He was like, "I drink Grey Goose for this." He was like, "I snort heroin off of hookers for this." Um, you have the gift of being able to go down multiple paths at once, stopping, pivoting to a new thread. See, it's normal. Flip flopping and from one to the other and magically wrapping up all the threads before the end of the conversation. See, Anne gets me. Thank you, Anne. Uh, yeah, Adderall would not calm me down. I love feeling speedy, but at the same time, for nighttime, I like a little hydrocodone. But the daytime, I could see myself on some Adderall. He was like, "Yeah, I don't think you need it." I was like, "We'll see about that." Where can I get it? I love the idea of it. The old Judy Garland diet. I don't know what that means. No, I think I probably do have some ADHD, but I'm not entirely sure even really what it is. But guys, let's be serious here. Let's be real. A lot of people are like, "Reese, you have ADHD." Hold on. Hold, pump the brakes. Women are multitaskers. Absolutely, we are. Oh, hydrocodone is a downer. Cat. But here's the thing, guys. What was I just going to say? And hold on. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I know what I was going to say. Percocet's my Friday night relaxer. Uh, Hydrocodone makes me clean my house. Ooh, not me, Cliff Ann. I sleep on it. All of my problems just drift away. If I take a hydrocodone, I'm like, What do you mean? Everything's fine. Like, I love it. Trazodone, I'm scared to take it. Okay, but hold on. For all the people who are like, Reese, you have ADHD, do me a favor. You try having 220 people in a chat. The chat's moving. You're trying to make 2 hours stretch with one sentence, right? You got no content. My mom called me before I went live tonight and she was like, "What are you going to talk about tonight, Reese?" And I was like, "Oh, I have no fucking idea, Diane. We just hit go, girl. We don't know what we're going to say." She's like, "You don't have any kind of a topic?" I was like, "No, I got nothing." I said, "Do you know anything?" My poor mom. She goes, "Maybe you could talk about the Super Bowl." I was like, "Hi, I'm Reese. Have we met? Are you out of your damn mind? I don't watch basketball." I was like, "I don't know the first thing about that, mom. I can't get away with that." And she was like, "Do you ever run out of things to talk about?" And I said, "Lord, no, girl. What are you doing? Have we met?" I was like, "No, mom, we haven't." I was like, "And even if I have nothing to talk about," I said, "there's people in a chat giving me their opinions on the fact that I have ADHD, so we can talk about that." And she goes, "That's true. I guess people can give you ideas in the chat." And I was like, "Yep, that's how it works, girl. You just roll the dice. You just spin the wheel. It's a free for all." So here's the thing. Exactly, Abigail. You can't be diagnosing people, Abigail, not without Chat GPT, right? Debbie Zito. But here's the thing, guys. Do I have ADHD or listen to me now. Hear me out. Let me finish. Stop cutting me off. Was I serious about what, Sarah? Hold on. You come into a damn YouTube channel, okay? Have no life outside of this. Hit go. No, don't know what you're going to say, right? Roll shit off the tongue, be off the cuff, tell stories inside of stories. Like Anne said, go back to stories, fly off into the weeds about other stories. And then someone says something, you have to stop, right? I've said this before. This is actually like no joke. I can be in the middle of something heavy or light or whatever it is, but like a serious story. And then someone will go, "Hey, Reese, my mom died." And I have to go, "Oh, holy shit. I'm so sorry." Right? Like I have to switch gears and it's really sad. And then we'll go back to the story if I can remember it, or you guys get me back on track. I'll be in the middle of something else and someone's like, "We had to put my dog down this morning." And I'm like, "Oh my God, like this is horrible." So then we have to go through that. And then someone will be like, "Hey, guess what? I got the job. It's cool. It's my favorite thing." But what I'm saying is, and then to get back on track and then forget and then go into another story and down other rabbit holes. It's not easy, guys. Now, it is a choice. I get that. It's also my favorite thing in the world. And then on top of that, have a damn hater come in that's like, "Reese is a fat pig. She looks like Peppa Pig." And then I get all excited because we got a hater, right? And I'm like, "Mods, don't get rid of them." And then we play pinball with the hater, right? Because that's fun. I love playing cat and mouse with haters. I wish, where are the haters? Like, mods, you're not blocking them before I see it, are you? I love it when a hater comes in and I get a little sad that they don't come around anymore. Um, yeah. And then somebody goes, "Hey, I love Peppa Pig." And then I go off into that and I'm like, "Peppa Pig." And then I turn into oh, silly little George, brother George. And then the cute little brother George goes, "Dinosaur." And then I tell a story about Peppa Pig. What I'm saying is, you get it. And then someone's like, "Hey, by the way, speaking of Peppa Pig, I love Goodfellas." And I'm like, "Oh, R.I.P. Ray Liotta," right? Like, what other good movies was he in besides Not Wild Hogs, right? That was a horrific movie. But I do love Peppa Pig, right? And again, you can lead a horse to the forest. That doesn't mean that he's going to chop wood. Okay. So, whatever is going on in Israel is not something I can control. And that's why I'm not sure that I have ADHD. I think we're not out of the woods yet. Holy shit. Ghost Rider, that's not even funny. Oh my God. That's fucked up. And that better be a joke because if it isn't, I'm laughing and I'm just going to hit end stream. That is crazy. That's the dark humor that I'm here for. I love dark humor. Reese, I had neck surgery, then my mom died, and then I had a stroke. That's so fucked up. Okay. This is where I'm gonna have to hit end stream. No joke. Truth. Okay. Let's just back this up. Okay, let's back. Are you being serious? And if you're being serious, why are you dropping this now? Why did you choose now to do this? You've been here since the beginning of the stream. Why would you do this to me right now? I laughed and now I look like a horrible person, which isn't that big of a deal because I always am a horrible person. It doesn't matter. Like I could literally be saving people and they would still hate me. Don't go. We're just getting started. Lisa Kelson laughed too. She says, I have receipts. Okay. So this is exactly what I was going to say. And Ghost Rider, I'm terribly sorry for your neck, and I'm so sad that you lost your mom. That's not funny. However, comedic timing is everything. Well, I want to walk into a lake right now. Hold on though. Hold on. This is a perfect example. This is a great example. And I can pull this back up. I can steer the boat back. I can get us back. That's horrible. It's horrible news. But here's the thing, guys. This is exactly what I mean. I have to be a news anchor. I'm a news anchor. I literally am in a funny story and I can be laughing, and then something like this bomb fucking drops on me, and I have to go, okay, that's horrific. Prayers to you and your family, right? I told you this is not my comedy, but I stole this. Thank you, Lisa. Literally, I feel like the news anchor who's like, there were no survivors. But later, which candy bar helps you lose weight? And the plane crashed and 2 people survived that one. But where to get the cheesiest pizza in town? Like, it's no joke. Sometimes you have to you nosedive and then you're back. All I'm saying is, Reese, there is not stirring shit about it boat anywhere. What? Yadira, you're not helping. Holy Lord, Ghost Rider. That is a if you don't laugh, you will cry situation, says Megan Roberts. I mean, think how bad I feel. I'm the one that's literally I'm going to be splashed all over the front page of Reddit in about 3, 2, 1. Someone's typing it right now. Someone right now is Bruce Almightying it, typing like, Reese just nosedived in her own chat, laughing at the death of someone and neck surgeries. What else is new? Peppa Pig is adorable. Ghost Rider, I could not be more sorry though. Not funny. That isn't funny at all. I thought you were kidding. And again, I just have to, I got to do my thing. I got to pull it back out. I got to fix what I did wrong. And there's nothing you can do to fix it. There's nothing you can say. So you just have to move forward. We're in real time. And I'm told that this is why a lot of YouTubers do not ever hit go live. They pre-make their videos or whatever the fuck that's called. We got to pivot. You got to pivot, Lisa Kelson, and you got to get good at it. This is one of the reasons people edit and then put a stream out, because when you car crash like this live with 220 people, I mean, you can't, there's not a lot to say. There's not a lot you can do. You can try to backpedal. Third Eye Open says Reese is dealing with a chat that includes full-on country songs that she needs to address, and pivot. My house burned down and my phone, my dog done died. Reese, I'm sorry you couldn't be with us tonight. Yeah, please keep me in your prayers, Melissa, because obviously I really tanked. Can I recover? Of course I can. My baby dog lived. Okay, that's really good news, Ghost Rider. We're already we're on an upswing. We're on an uptick. I like that there is a silver lining that your dog lived. Plus, you're alive, and that's important too. Laughing so hard, you remind me of Joan Rivers. I don't know who that is. Oh, I know who that is. I don't mean that. I mean, I don't know what her career was. I know who she is, but I have no idea like what she did. Was she an actress? Did she sing? Pivot, Buffy. If it's true, I think we've established that science did prove it did happen. One bad thing after another is horrible. Yes. I will say, I understand. If you recall, my cat died February 17th. My dog died April 17th, and Fred, my husband, died April 20th. So shit does go downhill. It tends to happen in threes. It's awful. You had neck surgery, back surgery, and your mom died. I'm so sorry. When your grandma died at the grave, my sister started singing Ding Ding, the Witch is Dead. Holy shit, Cliff Ann. Again, that's incredibly dark. And I'm not sure that your timing on that comment is the best, but it is funny. The only other YouTuber that reads and interacts live like you is Cricket. Love her too. Oh, I love Cricket. We haven't seen her in a long time. She doesn't come over here anymore. I don't know why. Joan Rivers is a compliment. Yeah, Mimi, it is in threes. I have heard that. And I've seen that with other people. Like death can happen in threes. I think that's weird. Riley's human. In all honesty, it's sad that it was real. But the time of the topic was lighthearted and funny. As close as we all are, I too thought it was a joke. Don't beat yourself up. I'm not. And I don't think Ghost Rider is going to hold that against me. It was hilarious in the moment because it was terrible timing. I mean, it's a little like almost, there's no other way that could happen. If I could back up time right now, I wouldn't change a thing. We were literally talking about how I have to talk about something heavy or light, and then someone's like, hey, my mom died, and I have to like switch to that. So really, it just proved what my point in real time. Now, it was terrible timing because I thought it was a joke, and then I cackled and laughed my ass off. Turns out that shit was real. So that's a bummer, and it's hard to recover from that. I'm not going to fully recover from it tonight, but am I going to beat myself up? No. Julie, she does not. I really truly thought it was part of the timing of that, but Ghost Rider, I'm so sorry. Hey, Reflections. Yeah, the title of the stream, what did we learn this week? Clearly, absolutely nothing. Insert both feet into mouth, Buffy. That's what we learned. But if it's going to happen to anyone, it should happen to me. I can take it. This kind of shit happens to me all the time. Like my whole life, I've had bad, poor timing about stuff like this. I feel like I'll recover just fine. While it is a shame and it is embarrassing, yeah, Kat, we're all sorry for Ghost Rider. That's horrible. I had no idea. That was a real zinger. That was some bad news. I mean, we got some good news tonight too. I will repeat it. DNV's son Joshua, yeah, Susie CJ, it was bad timing. I thought she was just having dark humor. Thanks, West Coast Fancy Nancy. No, Lady-O was real. DNV's son Joshua, guys, who we've all been praying for, sending well wishes, thoughts, all of that. His tumor shrunk, his brain tumor, and we knew it would. The treatment worked, and I'm really happy about that. Yeah, we're all sorry to Ghost Rider. Hey, it's Baby Steps. Thank you for breaking the ice. I'm glad a new person just stepped into the chat. Everybody look at the new person. Everybody look at Baby Steps. Let's stop. Hey, look, Zoe's here, everybody. Quick, everybody look at Zoe. Reese, if you have ADHD, stimulants calm you and help you focus. I texted you about my experience with trazodone. Sounds like I'm on it. Trazodone. Everyone is different. Very funny stream. So happy for you. Baby Steps, it's not funny though. Like everybody needs to stop laughing. We're at the heavy part of the stream. Holy shit. Oh man, that was a bad Julie. I don't want to see you muted, Reese. That's a bummer. Really, this is one of the worst things that's ever happened to us. I think Ghost Rider was aware of the timing. Did you find the reel? I don't know what that means. What reel? Baby Steps, I love you. I'm so happy to see you. Guys, Baby Steps is got a lot going on. If you wouldn't mind, just for those that do pray, I mean this, would you please just say a little prayer for her and her family, her extended family, her friends? She's just going through some stuff, and I think sometimes it's getting better for her, but I love her. We all love her, and she hasn't been in the chat as much, and I'm really happy to see her. Thank you for being a member. And look at that. She gifted memberships. She's very kind. She's always very gifty. Thank you, baby steps. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if that was a duplicate. Did you do it twice? If you did, that was really kind. People love getting gifted memberships. They absolutely love it. It really is. It's getting a gift. Thank you, baby steps. And I'm glad to see you. I love Just Joan. I didn't see anything from Ghostwriter. They aren't here anymore. You would never hurt someone. No, I would not. Not intentionally. Absolutely not. I don't laugh at people who don't deserve it. I mean, the haters deserve it and we make fun of them on the regular, but no, I don't get a lot of joy out of it either way. Hey, Giselle. Yeah, best not to ask. Oh yeah, Armine, thank you for putting me back on track. Uh okay. Hey, Audra in Denver. Good to see you, babe. It's best that you missed it. You don't want to see it. Audra, honestly, Audra, you don't want to. Okay, let's see. What was that noise? What did I just hear? Okay. Do you guys care if I play this? We're only an hour and 20 minutes in. I feel like I've been here for 4 hours. I'm like, oh, it was really embarrassing. That was tough. That was a struggle, and it's hard to bounce back from, and I haven't bounced back. So I was actually like, thank God I've been on for 2 hours. I can get ready to end. And I just looked at we're an hour and 21 minutes. That's when you know that you suck at your job. George Carlin. I loved George Carlin. Okay, I want you to hear this guy. We're switching gears. Everybody turn up your volumes. Love you, Sophia. Thank you for those that stuck with me. Please hit subscribe. And for those that are never going to come back, it was really nice meeting you guys. All right, listen to this. I like this a lot. Me too, Kat. I always get excited about the Zoom calls. Then we can talk about this in the Zoom and how fucking terrible of a person I am. Did I sleep last night? No. Nope. I cannot stand these cats. And I think I need to find a home for them. They are just really like they're really, really, really barn cats, but I don't want them to be outdoor cats, but they're just, it's too much. And no, I didn't sleep. I got up at 2 o'clock and I didn't go back to bed. Not true. Hey, H. Wallish, Heather, I think. I went back to bed at like 7 and I had to get up at 8 to take Bo to the vet. So I got like 4 hours. Kim is blue. He prescribed me trazodone and told me good luck. He wished me the best of luck. I am very sleep deprived. Yes. That's why I look ugly. Wow. I guess I deserved this. This reminds me of Angel's husband. I haven't been here in the last 10 minutes because my mom can't stand the sound of your voice. So when she called, I needed to get away from the computer. Thank you, Abigail. And thanks to your mom. I really appreciate that. And please tell her happy Valentine's Day and send her my best. And thanks for choosing me. You do not have ADHD. Abigail, thank you for that again. Yeah, good to know. Thanks. This couldn't get to be more of an awkward stream tonight. George Carlin was hilarious. I was raised by him. I watched George Carlin all the time. Is there anybody else before I play this reel? Is there anyone else that wants to get anything off their chest to say how much they can't stand me? Is there anybody else? I like how this person just jumped in to say that. Through Laura's lens. I'm guessing Laura is not a big fan. No, EY can't have a cat door for them. Not living out here in the middle of nowhere. Is there awkward or us? Is there anybody else who just wants to get some shit off their chest right now before I play this I'm not gonna look at this anymore. My parents don't like you because I spend a lot, but I don't care. Thank you. I love you anyway. I just couldn't disregard her call because she's not here. She's in Florida. Well, I hope she's really enjoying herself, and I'm sure she's a really kind woman. Is there anybody else, real quick, before I play this reel that just wants to get this off their chest? Hey, Hux, can you let your sister out? Anybody? Now's the time. Is there anyone that just? I am a big fan. Just a lurker. Really made me laugh. Well, welcome in, Laura's Lens. Uh, Anne, original Anne. Is there anyone who really kind of is here but doesn't like me that much? Is there Verbal Boss? This is the time we call Tell Our Secrets with Reese. Lady O just fell off the couch. Need a second. Angie Mo, anybody? Is there anyone that like holds something against me from the past, or is there any kind of a grudge that maybe you want to get out right now, or is there anything that the fuck is that? Moose? Is there anybody? Joanne. I need a card. Anyone that can balance out, like, surely somebody hates the sound of my voice. Where the hell is Angel K? Her husband, like, cannot stand me. Anybody? Moose, what are you doing? Don't be doing it. Is there anyone who, like, can't stand my face or anything that just wants to balance some shit out real quick before I just want to get it all out. Is there anything? No? All right. Feel free to speak up. You too, haters. All right, listen to this. I mean, at this point, I'm like, should we even play it or should I just end this stream? I feel like it just couldn't get worse. Should I just end this shit? Let's take a vote real quick. You made me cry one night, but it was a me problem, not a you problem. Something you said about being blind. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's horrible. That's terrible. I wish I could remember what I said. I take it back and I apologize. I never want to hurt anybody's feelings. Susan P, I've been meaning to tell Bueller, Nancy, thank you for taking the sting out by giving me a gift, giving someone a gifted membership. That actually helped a little bit. Thank you, Nancy. If you say so, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I'm worried that Liz is eating cat food. Yeah, she probably is. She was going to eat it the whole, Kim is a lurker, but all is well. Liz Tricks is going to be eating cat food the whole month of February. Thank you, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Marilyn, where are you at, girl? It's your time to shine. Can somebody call her in? Cindy Swizz. Love you, P. Taylor. I'm just enjoying the comments. Okay, Luke, I think you're wonderful and you have the voice of an angel. I actually do sound like a man named Steve that works at a Jiffy Lube. Like, Abigail's mom makes a great point. I have the worst voice. I cannot stand my fucking voice. And it's really bad now because I've been talking for since 11 o'clock this morning. Thank you, Justin Jen. Hey, Brenda. Marilyn, where you at, girl? Where you at? Marilyn, get your butt in here, girl. Relatable Steve. No, I really do have a terrible voice. I know this. Abigail's mom makes a great point. Plus, she's pissed that Abigail super chats me. Why wouldn't she be? I'm pissed about it. That's why I hesitate to share about my parents. Things were so great before I mentioned them. Abigail, you couldn't hurt a fly. Or as my father used to say about dogs, wouldn't bite a hot biscuit. Abigail, you were born next to the Lord as well. There's nothing you could do to hurt my feelings at all. Marilyn says, wrong Marilyn here, but you are scaring me. I adore you. I'm sorry. All right. Do you guys want to hear this reel? I feel like we've missed it. I feel like this is like an awkward first date, fifth date, a date where you're going to have sex for the first time. And it's like you missed the opportunity. And like, I feel like it got weird. Like, I saw a meme once that said, we went to have sex, and instead of saying like he tried to use the word daddy, but he said like she thought he said, "Oh, I know." Instead of saying "Who's your daddy?" He said, "How's your daddy?" And then it said, and then we proceeded to put our clothes back on and discuss her father's diabetes. Like I feel like that's where we're at. Like we were all excited, we were going to get naked, we were going to have sex for the first time, and then it got weird and now it's like it was nice meeting you. Bye. Please lose my phone number. First, wait, me to tell you the time when I accidentally knocked over an urn full of someone's ashes. Oh my God, there's nothing worse than that. Can someone else share an embarrassing story that's happened to them? Not the diabetes. Love you, Mimi. Is there anybody that's had like a really gruesome, embarrassing story, like where they fell down a flight of stairs in front of somebody or something? Can we just do that real quick before I play this meme? It would make me thing. It would make me feel better. Moose. Hey, Nicole Taylor. Boy, this is an awkward stream. I'm kind of liking it. It's, when we have like a hater come in and it's different, it's like, wow, we never eat peas. Like, I feel like sometimes like you get like something different in your diet and you're like, I should eat grapes more. That was delicious. Not the gumdrop buttons. Susie, where are you at, girl? I feel like that's tonight. I'm like, this was weird, but it was also kind of different and it was a fun Friday. I put mustard on a sandwich and shit myself in public. What the hell does that have to do with it? I love peas. What does that have to do with anything? What does mustard have to do with it? I will eat mustard by itself, kind of like this garlic. I left toilet paper out of my pants when using a bathroom in a restaurant. I fell down a flight of stairs in Vegas, leaving a There's just something automatically hilarious to I fell down a flight of stairs. Holy shit. Oh, that's not funny though. Face first. Okay, that's not funny. I was imagining it like, you know how I just imagined it? Like Cher's friend Ty in Clueless. When she's at that party and she's like, "Hey," and she like falls down like 5 stairs, but she doesn't fall face first. That's horrible. I fell on my ass wearing a dress my first day at a new job. The whole place knew my name the second day. Okay, thank you for that. I had toilet paper hanging off my shoe. That's not that embarrassing. Thank you, Anne. When I was in elementary school, I was running to the bathroom because I was throwing up in my hands. Oh, that's awful. When my husband and I were dating, I farted while sitting on an empty cooler at a party. That is awful, Gina. That's really terrible. I tried to cover it up, getting on my clothes, so it was awkward. Oh man, Nicole Bell. This has been one of the funniest streams. Yeah, only because it's not you, but welcome. Fell off topic long ago. My dad's crap flung high on my thigh once, and I checked if it hit my shirt. Oh, that's gross, but horrible. Those Germans. Yeah, I have a lot of awkward moments. Like if anybody could take tonight, it's me. It's absolutely me. One time I stepped on a slab of red onion in the grocery aisle and went sliding down into a split, unable to get my legs back together and blocking the aisle. Oh, that's so awful. Falls are truly embarrassing. See, Reese? Everybody's embarrassing. I get it, just Joan. Lucy? What's touching my leg? Moosey? Moosey. 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 Look at Moosey. Oh, Moosey. Moosey. Look at how beautiful he is. Who wants him? You have to take Seamus too. I hope never again says, I don't know if Reese should stream on a Friday. Yeah, this was a doozy. I lost my bikini in the ocean. Hey, Catherine J, what happened? Did you just come out naked? I find comfort, me too, that I'm in a group of mutually embarrassing people. Original Ann, come get him. All right, do you guys want to hear this? It's really kind of past the point. I carried a watermelon. I love Kim is Blue. Oh my God. While in a hospital, I fainted on top of a nurse and she couldn't get up. Ooh, that's embarrassing. Oops, I almost just oh my god, Bridge, I almost just banned you by accident. I was at Lakeshore Learning Store and walked past an aisle that had gallons of paint. As I walked past the paint, a gallon of red paint splashed onto the floor, and I looked like in Carrie. Oh, I've never seen that movie, but I know what you're talking about. That's horrible. I was at a bus station waiting for my next bus, and a lady came out of the bathroom with her skirt tucked. That's happened to me at my senior living job on a Friday. We were doing what did we call it? Happy hour. We would have a huge party. We had live music. It was so embarrassing. And I came out of the bathroom and my skirt was tucked into the back of my underwear. And I went and walked around. I said hi to everybody. And finally, Jim, this man in a wheelchair, came up to me and he goes, your skirt's tucked into your underwear and it has been for like 5 minutes. And I was like, why didn't anybody tell me that? And he was like, because we wanted to look at your butt. I was like, Jim, but I kind of liked it. Actually, I didn't mind. And then from then on, every Friday, I tucked my skirt into my underwear just for tradition, just for traditional purposes. All right. This is not going to be cool anymore. I feel like I should just play it tomorrow. All right, here we go. You ready? This is down to earth. Everybody needs. Okay, you threw up in your bra, but you didn't tell your most embarrassing story. Renee B jumped over an electric fence and burned off her cooter hair. She literally burned off her panty hamster. The hamster part burned off. That was the worst story I'd ever heard in my life. Renee B has some embarrassing stories. I can't remember, Heather. This one. I made a makeshift panty liner out of toilet paper at work. And it fell out of my pants. I would take tonight 100 times over. I would not recover from that. I would not recover from that. That would be so embarrassing, Anne, and I can just see it. I can see that happening to you. Oh, here's Laura. I was trying to unplug the shower drain with a plunger, naked, of course, turned around and bent down to pick something up and sat right down on the plunger handle. I had to yell for my husband for help. That's sad. Oh my God. Anne didn't claim it. That's like the time that I shit myself at the senior living place and I took off my underwear and threw them against the building. And then I went to work the next morning and Ken, our maintenance guy, was telling me he found these shitty underwear on the side of the building. And I was like, these people are monsters. I was like, you guys are disgusting. He was like, these people are sick. I was like, that's gross. Really bad. All right. Puka Vista. It happens. I mean, this shit happens. It's real life, guys. I mean, of course, people are going to make fun of tonight. People are going to be like, did you see Reese on the National Enquirer when you guys are standing in the grocery store lines tomorrow? Don't pay no mind to it. It's real life. You have to work shit out on the fly. Embarrassing things happen. You got to deal with that shit on the fly. It's a talent. I'd like to see our haters do it. They can't. You're welcome. All right. Are we ready for this or not? Do you guys want to hear it? Everybody chill out, turn up your volumes and listen. I love this guy. This is JJ Douglas and it's very touching. Switching gears. Everybody, pay attention now. Class.
People cannot hear the truth because their pain is louder than your voice. Let me say that again. Some people cannot hear the truth because their pain is louder than your voice.
Now, that alone, yes, Just Joan, that alone, to me, has everything to do with our haters, but also people who you just, even if it's like family, who you just can't, right? You just can't click with. Some people can't hear the truth because of the pain. So I want you to really, let's just back that up.
And some people cannot hear the truth because their pain is louder than your voice. Let me say that again. Some people cannot hear the truth because their pain is louder than your voice. And your words are not the problem. Their wounds are.
Your words are not the problem. Their wounds are. This is why, guys, we say this a lot. And this is exactly what that translates to. You have to meet people where they're at. You cannot expect someone to be here when they are here. Your words are not the problem. Their wounds are. I love that.
Problem, their wounds are. You ever tried to have a real conversation with somebody and everything you say gets flipped, twisted, or taken in a way you never meant? That is because unhealed people do not listen with their heart. They listen with their hurt.
Unhealed people do not listen with their heart. They listen with their hurt. Whoever needs to hear this will. I see the chat dropping. I get it. But when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Unhealed people do not listen with their heart. They listen with their hurt. This is why you cannot change anybody, right? Me too, Bridge. Like, you have to meet people where they're at. You just have to. Like, you can't even get frustrated with people. When you really realize that fact, even me making fun of or talking about our haters, it's such a waste of time. This is exactly what's going on with them. I have nothing to do with it. If I quit YouTube tonight, they would move on to somebody else. I will be somebody else. I could be anybody. I'm just a target for them right now, just probably with a lot of other people. It's like my therapist said, people who are shitty to you are working out their stuff through you. I love this. I love this because it relaxes you. You know how you get frustrated about people and you're like, why don't they get it? Or like, why can't they be a kinder person? That's why. It's got nothing to do with you. They're not listening with their heart. They're listening through their hurt. That is so, so important. I'm probably going to play this more than once, not tonight, but again. Yes, Giselle.
Or taken in a way you never meant.
I'm going to back that up.
Problem, their wounds are. You ever tried to have a real conversation with somebody and everything you say gets flipped, twisted, or taken in a way you never meant? That is because unhealed people do not listen with their heart. They listen with their hurt. You are speaking clarity, but they are responding from confusion. You are offering honesty, but they are reacting from history.
You are offering honesty, but they are reacting from history.
You might think you are talking to the grown version of them, but really you are talking to the child who got abandoned, the teenager who was betrayed, and the adult who never felt enough. And you start taking it personal, thinking you said something wrong, thinking you could have softened it, thinking your tone caused the damage. But the truth is very simple. It is not your tone, it is their trauma.
Even that is so powerful to me. We have to stop taking things personally. Even Marilyn, right? Like, even someone like that. I joke about that, and I fight back at her. That's a waste of time. In all seriousness, it's also incredibly immature of me, right? Because it's not your tone, it's their trauma. Like, I don't know that woman enough for her to have ever made hate videos about me for a year. Think about all my like people who, some of my ex mods who still to this day go around the internet going, Reese, I'm a victim of her. She was horrible to me. That's their viewpoint. But the truth of the matter is, on that, I didn't even know the phone numbers of those people. I never spoke to them one on one. And yet, to this day, years later, I am the most evil. Hey, say hi to Jerry. Glad you guys are keeping things together, Amy. I hope he comes in May. I am the most evil, horrible, not to be trusted liar. They can't ever give receipts. They can't ever come up with like real stories. But that's the point.
Tone, it is their.
It's not your tone.
Your tone caused the damage, but the truth is very simple. It is not your tone, it is their trauma. When someone has not healed, every boundary sounds like rejection. Every need sounds like a complaint, and every truth sounds like an attack. You cannot win a conversation where their wounds are doing all the talking.
You cannot win a conversation where all of their wounds are doing all the talking. I know, Marissa Martin, they're kind of obsessed at this point. That one ex-mod lady just copy and pasted the same thing everywhere. It's kind of sad. They're stuck on a loop, and they never wanted to heal or fix it, because taking shit like that to the internet is not solving a problem, right? They just want to look like the victim. Like they want to look and get attention. That's all that's about. Yes, Giselle. Yes. I love this.
You cannot heal someone by explaining harder. You cannot fix someone by shrinking yourself, and you cannot carry someone to peace they refuse to walk toward. People can only meet you at the level of their healing. And if they have not done the work, your love will feel like pressure. Your honesty will feel like blame. Your presence will feel like too much. So pray for them. Yes. Give grace. Yes. But protect your peace while you do it. Because when you heal, your ears change, your heart changes, your conversations change. You stop hearing through wounds and you start hearing through wisdom. Healing does not just change you.
You stop hearing through wounds and you start hearing through wisdom. I knew that would affect somebody, Heather. I love it, Reese. We all need to filter our interactions with this info. Try to see the deep picture. Kindness. Yes, baby steps. And thank you. I'm glad you're still here. Thank you for your super chat. I know, Anita Card. I love the Zoom calls. Rue, what cut you in your past can make you bleed on people who now love you? Yes. Rue, and that is sad, but I say that a lot. Don't bleed on people who didn't cut you. It's a thing, and it's an addiction, and people do it without realizing they're doing it. Ruth, thank you for your super chat, and I'm glad that you're here. Audra, I've never understood bullies. It's like the have no heart. How can hurting someone make you happy? I agree with that very much. Who is this guy? His name is JJ, but it's Jay. There we go. Yadira just posted it. Jay Douglas. It's like a dream of mine to actually like have him on our channel or be on his channel or meet him somehow. I absolutely love his insight. I think he is I love his voice. I love the way he talks, and he has really helped me. We've played a lot of his reels, and he has really, really helped me. Baby steps. This is so painful and true with my relationship with my friend. I know. I thought of that too, baby steps. That's why I've asked everybody to just kind of help with that. And I know that you're struggling, and I love you. Thank you for your super chat. I know how hard that is. I could feel it. Thank you, baby steps, for being vulnerable. I just really, I think that had such good pointers. We may play that again at some point. Julie, reach out. Oh, to JJ Douglas? How? Where? Catherine J, he's amazing. I can't understand why people left the chat when you started playing that, unless they are just hateful watchers and they don't want to go. And well, Just Joan, it's funny. Whenever I play a reel, a lot of people leave the chat. I don't know. It's not for them. But here's the thing. The people who need to hear it, well, I'm not worried about, I mean, the chat number fluctuates all the time. But the people who stick around and want to hear that stuff, that's who I'm playing it for. They don't have to stick around. It's a choice. It's okay. Baby Steps, thank you for being here. And thank you for listening to it. I appreciate your super chat. It would be a dream to meet that guy someday. His voice, Giselle, is so soothing. It is so soothing. He has to have an email. I'll look. Okay, Julie, thank you. Tag JJ Douglas. I don't know how to do that. Most YouTube channels have contact emails. Thank you, Abigail. They usually have contact on their website. Okay. Yeah, Joanne, of course you do. He is so, like, it would be such an honor, you guys, to acknowledge him sometime and say, my entire chat loves you. We listen to you. You're soothing. I mean, that guy has helped me a lot. It's like a puzzle piece. It just helps me so much to like go, oh, that makes so much sense. If you really think about what he said, like, people are working through their trauma. They're not listening. They're not on the level you are. So when you look at it like that, it's like you're wasting your time. Even when I talk shit toward Marilyn, it's like I'm wasting my time. She doesn't hear me. Even if she's watching or watched it or people watched it and reported back to her, all they know is they hate me. That's the lens that they're looking through. There is no like someone said, Reese, you could literally throw $100 bills out of a helicopter to the homeless and they would complain that you're littering. Like there's nothing we can do. Don't waste time on that. Precious time, right? Ghostwriter, thank you for your super sticker. I appreciate that. And I apologize to you tonight. I really do. I did not, I thought that was a joke and that was shitty timing on my part and just poor form. And I do apologize to you for that. Debbie, it's important to listen about the peace part, he says. Being able to see that the attacks come from the pain doesn't make it okay. It to just take it though. Agreed. Giselle, yes. Noelle, I love that reel. It will help me deal with a hurting person close to me. I'm so glad. Do we want to tag the man in a chat with makeshift panty liner stories? Oh my God. Yeah. No one tag him tonight. He's going to hear this and be like, what is this shit show of a fucking creator? Carol, I was the one who said that about the littering. Yes, Barbara Waite. I'll never forget that you said that. I do have a pretty good memory, guys. I will never forget that you said that because it's true. Barbara, that is so accurate. These people just want to hate me, guys. They're not trying to find reasons not to. They don't just hate me, they hate their lives. I can't imagine the real people that they have to deal with on a daily basis. I bet they treat everyone in their life like shit. If you hate a total stranger on the internet and you make the time for a year to make hate videos about them, we're already winning. I mean that. They're not winners, they're losers. Can you imagine what their daily life is like to take the time to do that? They're already losing. They're really, really, really not well. I promise you that. Hey, Jackie C. So on that note, what's tomorrow? Saturday? Do you guys want to do a stream tomorrow? Oh, I need to ask you. Do you guys want to stream Sunday? Not everyone who leaves hate. Everyone is also at a different stage of growth. There have been times Reese or Tommy was talking about something and I just wasn't ready for it yet. Megan Roberts, that's a nice thing to say. Not everyone who leaves hates. Yeah, I agree with that very much. Still here. Some of your reels are insightful. Some are dumber than shit, but you mean well, and that means everything. Thank you. And I agree with that actually. Like I'm aware of that. Some of my streams are like actually really spot on for me. And I'm like, God, I feel good about that. And then some streams I end, I'm like, that was like, people are dumber for listening to that. Like I feel guilty that people just listen to that. It was terrible. It was shit, right? It was a horror show. No, I'm not trying to take a day off, but I appreciate each and everyone's friendship and support. Truly my friends in the heart. Oh, well, thank you, Ghostwriter. I feel horrible about that. You didn't have to super chat me again, but thank you for the super chat. We love you. And I apologize to you. Hey, Leslie, when you're too close to trauma, you think they're like you, empathetic, benevolent. Yes, that's such a good point. Sunday is Fred's birthday. It is. And I would like to, hey, Hope, I would like to celebrate with you guys. But, and Abigail, you're so sweet for knowing that. Sunday is also the Super Bowl. And I don't give a shit about that. But I don't know if all of you do. And the other thing I realized is I think it's an American holiday or game, whatever it is. Oh man, Mimi, I bet. What? I tried to set a romantic scene for my husband for Valentine's Day and lit a bunch of tea lights. I leaned over too far and it lit my hair off. I know you personally and I know what you look like, so it's like even more hilarious to imagine that. Holy shit. Oh my God. Did anybody watch Sex in the City? That makes me think of Miranda was that at Charlotte's wedding to Trey? I think it was to Trey. No, it might have been to Harry. And she's reading her speech and she's like talking and it catches on fire from the candle. And she's like, and I just want to say, and she starts screaming because it's on fire. Thank you, Leslie. You do you, boo. Sunday, 3:30 football. Hey, Robin Miners. Thank you for your super chat. Okay. So it's American. So like we have a ton of non-American people. Me too, Nancy. Thank you, Raspberry Beret. Oh my god, Anita Card. I will never forget that. That's hilarious. So, a lot of people don't give a shit about the Super Bowl. I think we just do it. I think we just roll the dice and go for it, and if you wanna watch, tune in. Should I do it a little bit earlier in the day because of that? Like, should I go at, like, 3 o'clock my time, Central Time? Give me a yes, give me a no. I don't give 2 shits about a Super Bowl. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch Love Bunny, whoever that is. I'm not gonna do anything. Yeah, Catherine Jay's Canadian. Like, no one cares. You know what my favorite thing to do during the Super Bowl is when I was married and had a life in Kansas City? I went shopping. I would go all over Kansas City on Super Bowl Sunday because nobody was out. I'd go to the store, I'd get gas, I'd run all my errands, I'd go to Anthropology. Everything was shut down in the city. Like nobody was driving, there was no traffic. I was like, I'm gonna go to Costco. Nobody's out on Super Bowl Sunday. Um, okay, no one seems to care. My team isn't in it. My husband watching it anyway. I'll zone out with you all. Perfect. And thank you for being a member. I love you, Nancy. I loved having you in the Zoom call. I was talking to Debbie today, Debbie Zito, and I was like, isn't it weird that that was West Coast Fancy Nancy's first time in the Zoom call? And Debbie goes, I thought the same thing. Debbie Zito goes, it's so weird. She was like, West Coast Fancy Nancy. She goes, I feel like has been at every Zoom call, but she wasn't. I said, I know it's because she's been family. Like, I literally feel like I know that woman through and through. It was like so weird to me that she was in the Zoom call and never had been before. Okay, Hope, good. I have Rue, who's playing? I don't watch basketball. Yeah, Raspberry Beret. Hey, old Charlie. Everybody, there's old Charlie. Can you show up a little bit more and just like do a quick wellness check with us? People are shitting their pants about you. My mods are like, where's old Charlie? They're doing like a roll call muster, like a Scientology muster. And they're like, old Charlie escaped again. And I'm like, the dude has 9 kids. Plus, he lives near the Nile River. Like, he either is watching his children or he got eaten by a crocodile. Like, he's going to be fine. Um, yeah, I love shopping. I love shopping on Super Bowl Sunday. So maybe we'll do a little bit of both. Okay, so let's do like a mid-afternoon stream on Sunday. Let's just roll the dice. Let's just see what happens. Maybe we can double down and make the Sunday stream worse than this one. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can trip me up and make that stream worse. I don't know that we can make any stream possibly worse than this one at all. I'm pretty sure like this is the worst one we've ever done. And I was not able to get us out of the woods. Like I realized that I was not able to turn that steering wheel back. Nice, Yadira. All right. Well, sounds like a good time to me. I think we should do it. I think we should try. I think we should try to show up for our haters, play a little pinball, and yeah, go Patriots, right? That's right. Go Lakers. I think it's the Lakers and the Patriots, and I got to be honest, I'm a fan of both. Right? Actually, that's not true. I just really like nachos. That was the only time when I was married and like the Super Bowl applied to me. Jeff was like, "Hey, the Super Bowls, they're having a party." I was like, "Are they going to have nachos? Because otherwise, I don't give a shit." Like, will there be like a nacho boat with like cheese fountains? Otherwise, I don't care. Maybe a cheese tray from Anita Card. Thank you, Kat. Okay, Original Ann, I would love that. I would love that. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, we all are rooting for the Orlando Blooms. I hope the Orlando Blooms win. That would be fun, Zoe, but I don't have that game. Leslie, I don't think I need a link, but I don't know what you're talking about. A nacho bar? Holy shit. God, that sounds good. I really want some nachos. Yeah, old Charlie has 5 effing kids. What do you want from him? All right. Well, we're all rooting for the Orlando Blooms, and we'll see who wins. And then in the halftime show, you got Love Bunny playing. You got Love Bunny on the drums, right? So, okay. Well, I'll see you guys. And me too, Barbara Waite. That's no joke. Kim is blue. If you're smart, you will, and you're incredibly smart. You're one of the smartest ones in my class. Kim is blue is she always pulls off having an A. Ew. Super Bowl is for wings. Gross. I don't like stuff with bones in it. Abigail, you shouldn't have. Pin the tail on the troll. Closing. Pray in the power of the Holy Spirit. Yes. Now, all glory to God, who is able to keep you from falling away and will bring you with great joy into his glorious presence without a single fault. I got to read that again. New Testament. Pray in the power of the Holy Spirit. I love that. Now, all glory to God, who is able to keep you from falling away and will bring you with great joy into his glorious presence. Yes, now I get it. I love that, Abigail, and thank you. That was a very generous super chat. Don't tell your mom, Abigail. Don't say anything. Your mom hates me. That's not true. She hates my voice, but still. Cindy Swizz, tell your mom I'll try to get a different voice. One time someone said to me they hated my face, and I was like, I'll try to get a new face. Let me try to do that for you. Let me get a new face. I'll try to change my voice, Abigail, but it is really bad. And especially today, I've been talking for like a straight 10 hours. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, it's the Sea Slugs versus the Orlando Blooms, and I'm rooting for both. Love you, Luke Graham, and I can't believe that you're still here with us. Ew, gross. Audra in Denver, I don't eat bones, girl. I don't eat anything with bones. That's disgusting. What are we looking up? Oh, when is the Zoom call? February 22nd. All right. We'll see you then, Anne from Massachusetts. All right, everybody. Run the world. You're still here. Guys, hit subscribe. Love you, Giselle. No more laughing. My stomach hurts. Giselle, I'm just glad to see, we've got a few new people. Leslie Katzenmeyer, Joan Marie, Giselle, Luke Graham, that canine dog mom, but I don't know. I never saw her again. I hope she's all right. Purple Jenny. No. Purple Tammy in Belgium. We've got a few newbies and I love it. And I hope they keep coming back. I really love having new people. I'm not going to eat boneless wings either. That just sounds terrifying. I do not want to bite into a fucking tendon or a beak or something. Oh, why would you do that when you could just eat a quesadilla, a boneless quesadilla? All right, then. On that note, mods, thank you for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon, around the normal time, I'd say. And then thank you again for the super chats tonight. The gifted memberships, Abigail, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Thank you. Raspberry Beret. Thank you for becoming a member. That was a really big deal to me. Thank you. I mean it. You guys, your memberships, all of that really, really helps support me and Hux. And don't forget, I am your local small business YouTube grifter girl that you like to support. So thank you. Thank you. I mean it. Thank you guys. It never gets taken for granted. And thank you for your time more than anything. I appreciate you sitting with me through this god awful 2 hours. I know that was hard for you. It was just another Tuesday for me. Keep that in mind. I live in Awkwardville. Always have. Remember how my mom said, you're not going to be for everybody, Reese. Right? I was shining in her words tonight. Thank you again. If you do unsubscribe, it was really good meeting you guys. And I hope that you'll come back one day. But you probably won't, and I doubt that I'm going to change. So it just may not be a fit, and I understand that too. All right, then. Here comes Fred, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.